that. If you usually like a white sauce with your Italian meal, then you want this main dish. We're making broccoli chicken meatballs. Wrap your head around that. In the Studio 5 kitchen today, the super fabulous Sarah Warner joins me. And you always have, like, I want to say, like, the craziest, most delicious concoctions.
I never think they're weird. Like, people, I come in here with these plans and they're like, this is a crazy
Brussels sprouts and mac and cheese.
Cheese and Brussels sprouts, that's amazing.
And butter.
Right?
Delicious.
Right?
And
pears
then you did pears and brownies. All right, what is today? So it's...
Okay, it's a chicken broccoli meatball. And it's kind of, we're gonna do it the indulgent way with the Alfredo sauce.
Perfect.
But they're a really great healthy option too. If you wanna make a batch of these meatballs and like do them for like meal prep and just eat the meatball plain, you've got protein, they're low fat, they're a great choice, or over zoodles, marinara.
Exactly, so it just,
yeah,
or you
can
just
make
do
it
a big thing of penne pasta. It's Friday.
Yes,
we
you can spoil your family with the heavy cream and the cheese.
Make my Garibaldi ancestors proud.
Yes, and then skip the meal the next day. Like, that's always my second.
Or just keep eating and whatever. All right, let's go. Show me how we make these.
All right, first we are going to start with the meatball. And I will actually, first let's start with the broccoli, because the most important thing is to make sure you are cutting up this broccoli teeny tiny, because you don't want a big broccoli.
Right, that big chunk.
You know what I mean? So you want to kind of go through.
I see that on the Food Network, right? Like, it's like you don't want that weird uneven bite.
And you're making them into little balls, so like you don't want a big old piece of broccoli. So you want to make them pretty fine.
Okay.
And I've already cooked. The first step is you cook the onions, and then you throw broccoli and garlic in with the onions in a saute pan.
I wish we could like send the smell home. It smells so good.
You can't beat garlic and olive oil. It's pretty much heaven, right?
So you do that.
Yes, yes, yes. And then you add it to the meat. And I do this all in my KitchenAid, so it takes 2 seconds.
And that's what I like to hear. I'm a quick, fast. And then chicken, you just can get this already at
the store.
Easy.
Like, it's just ground chicken.
Packaged.
And then we have Italian seasoned breadcrumbs, mustard, ground mustard, and salt and pepper.
Ooh, it adds a little kick there.
I know, just a little flavoring, and some Parmesan cheese. And for the meatballs, you can use the pre-shredded parm too. That's just fine. Oh, actually, those don't go in there. Yeah, and then we have
throw it in.
We could.
It's Friday.
Parsley doesn't taste like anything.
I was gonna say, you can't mess it up.
Right? And then you just mix that up.
And with I feel like even the kids are around, if you don't have that KitchenAid, put them to work.
We're not trying to get, you know, chicken grease everywhere, but. And then we can, if this wasn't television, I would finish this up. But we're gonna move it along. And all I had were these 2 terrible scoops, a really teeny tiny and a great big one. But if you have a normal size, you can just scoop it up, the meatball, when it was all put together, plop it on and bake it, and you are ready to go. Easy peasy. Easy.
You don't have to like leave them to sit or anything like that.
You just mix it up, put it in the oven for about 15 minutes until the meatball reaches like 165, or you cut it open and see it's done. You don't want raw chicken. So,
no,
you don't want to poison your guests.
Yeah, that's not. What about like freezing these too? Is that a possibility? Do you want to cook them first?
No, you could totally freeze them.
I'm all about the freeze. I hate being hungry and like, you know, the kids or your family, they're like, everyone's just, and you have something ready. That's the best.
Yes. You can totally freeze them. You can cook them a day ahead. They'll last a couple days in the fridge. If you want to pull them out for lunches, you could throw them in a kid's lunchbox and they could eat it.
All right, we have to talk about sauce.
Yes, and it will take 2 seconds.
Okay, perfect.
Right now we have olive oil and garlic going in a pan, and you don't want the garlic to brown. That's key here with Alfredo sauce. You just want it to start to smell.
So pay attention, Caitlin, is what you're saying.
Yes. And then when it's all, you can smell the garlic and it's all hot, you add whole cream.
Oh, look at that.
This is where we're taking the health away, is this cream. And you just whisk that all in there. And then you whisk in some cheese, like about a cup-ish.
I'm dreaming of eating this tonight, watching the Jazz win the game tonight.
Perfect.
Get up in this series, and we're having the best meal. I mean, I love this.
That's a party for everybody. We have the Jazz winning, we have meatballs, we have white sauce. And then when the meatballs, we have cooked them, and they're all done. So we, you know, TV magic again. We add them to this sauce and grab those noodles.
Okay, I can handle that.
Yeah,
I think.
pour them in.
Okay. And obviously, if you're going to freeze them, you just do the meatballs.
Yeah,
you do this
do it all separate. You just throw the meatballs in later.
What other sides would you do with this?
Salad is your basic
That makes
pasta side, right? And if you're like me, you'll add bread.
Just add some garlic bread,
You know,
butter.
more carbs, more garlic, more bread. That's what we like in here. And then just finish it off with a little cheese, a little parsley, and you've got dinner,
Sarah
right?
Warner. Seriously. Hey, I want to just throw this. Hey, woo! All right, where can we get this recipe for our fun
you
weekend
can-
plans? Mother's Day, you can prepare ahead.
Like, that was so
If
easy,
some
right?
father makes this and freezes them as a surprise, I mean, that's like the best
Gosh.
gift.
Yes, we would love those fathers forever.
Right?
Yes.
Where can we get this recipe?
You can find it on my website at Sarah Makes It, or I think KSL will have it up as well.
Perfect. Yeah, check it out. You can see
Or
this. You can
find
watch
me
us
on
throw
Instagram,
things. You can
too.
watch us throw things again
Yes.
for Friday.
Woo!
Sarah, you are so fun.
Yeah.
I am like dying to know what's next. What is the next combination? Think of things and write to us, right?
Yeah.
Cheetos and.
If you have a good idea, go to Sarah Makes It on Instagram, message me, and I'll put it to use. We'll do it.
Thank you so
All right,
much.
thank
You are so wonderful. Now we're going from one thing I love